Hello student, this is Om Prakash Yadav. So I've taken one lecture on this epicyclic gear train, and today I'm going to solve one problem. I also have solved one problem with the illustration I have given in my previous lecture. Today I am going to solve one more problem. So this question has asked so many times, not single time, so many time in competitive examination. Like in GATE 2009, similar question was in GATE 2001. So many times they have asked in IES conventional and IES objective also. So also this question is very important. This question is very important. Okay. So before going into question, first let us see the terminology. First let us see the terminology. So, this big gear is known as the annular gear. This is what the annular gear, and this center gear is known as the sun gear. And when this arm is rotated, this gear roll over the gear 2, gear 3 roll over the gear 2 and move in that way. Move in that way means gear 3 is moving around the gear 2. That's why this gear 3 is known as the planet. This is just like sun and a planet, because this 3 is rotating about this gear 2. So this gear 3 is planet. This is the planet gear. So this is sun gear, this is planet gear, and this is the annular gear, and this is the arm. So sun gear in this problem is donated by 2, and planet gear by 3, and annular gear by 5, and this arm is denoted by 4. Now let us read the question, and first let us take the snapshot of this question. Okay, take the snapshot. Now I am studying the question, reading the question, and writing the data. An epicyclic gear train is shown in the figure I have made here. Sun gear 2 on the input shaft is a 20 teeth. 2 is 20 teeth, means number of teeth on gear 2. Number of teeth on gear 2 is 20. Is 20 teeth. External gear. So this is external gear. Okay, the planet gear 3 is a 40 teeth. So 3 is 40 teeth. 40 teeth external gear. Let us say external gear. This 5 is internal gear. And the ring gear 5, annular or ring gear. Ring gear 5 is a 100 teeth. Ring gear 5, that is T5, is 100 teeth. 100 teeth internal gear. This is the internal gear. Look at here. This gear 3 is messing with gear 5 internally. Teeth is on the external of 3 and on the internal of gear 5. Okay. Now let us see what condition of motion is given. The ring gear 5 is fixed. This is the ring gear 5 and this is fixed. So N5 is equal to 0. And gear 2 is rotating at 60 rpm counterclockwise. Gear 2, so N2 is equal to 60 rpm counterclockwise. Counterclockwise is taken as positive generally for all the examination. So counterclockwise means plus. So these two condition of motion is given, and what he is asking in this question, in GATE 2009 question, the arm attached to the output shaft will rotate at. He is asking what is the speed of this arm 4. Speed of arm 4. Now let us see, first we make this motion table. So here is the condition of motion. Then you take the arm. In the next column, arm. So arm is 4. After the arm you take that gear which is messing with more number of gear. So look at here, तो वो वाला गियर रखेंगे आर्म के बाद जिसका ज्यादा से ज्यादा गियर के साथ कांटेक्ट हो. अगर ऐसा करोगे आप, then the calculation will reduce drastically. Okay, if you are choosing in that way that a gear after the arm you take those gear which is messing with more and more number of gear. Look at here, this 2 is messing only with 3. This 3, this 5 is missing only with 3. But look at here, gear 3 is missing with 2 and 5 both. So after the arm, you have to take gear 3, then the calculation can be minimized to a very minimum value. Okay, so I have taken here gear 3, then you take randomly any gear. So I am taking gear 2, then gear 5. So I have taken this all here. Now let us see the condition of motion. These three condition of motion is almost fixed for all the problem. First condition of motion, arm fixed, arm is 4, so speed is 0. Gear 3 rotate through plus 1 revolution. Gear 3 rotate through plus 1 revolution. Counterclockwise, so plus 1. Okay. Now let us see if the speed of gear 3 is 1. If the speed of 3 is 1, then what will be speed of 2? What will be speed of 5? Look at here, gear 2 and 3 is missing. Gear 2 and 3 is missing. So from the kinematic relation, this N2 divided by N3 is equal to T3 divided by T2. So what I am getting? This N2 is equal to N3, this T3 divided by T2. Look at here, when the speed of gear 3 is 1, so speed of gear 2 will be T3 by T2. So this will be T3 divided by T2. This is the magnitude. Let us see the sign. So if the speed of gear 3 is plus 1, that is counterclockwise, they are basing externally to the gear 2. So speed of gear 2 will be clockwise, and the clockwise speed is taken as negative. So you have to put negative sign here. First you calculate the magnitude from here, then you check the sign. So if the speed of gear 3 is counterclockwise, then speed of gear 2 will be clockwise. Clockwise means negative. Similarly, if the speed of gear 3 is 1, then what will be speed of gear 5? So 3 is messing with 5. So this from kinematic relation, N5 divided by N3 is equal to T3 divided by T5. Yeah, this N5 is equal to N3, this T3 divided by T5. If the speed of gear 3 is 1, then for the 5 this will be T3 divided by T5. So speed of gear 5 will be T3 divided by T5. Now let us check the sign. So 3 is messing with gear 5 internally. So if the speed of gear 3 is counterclockwise, speed of gear 5 will be also counterclockwise. Also counterclockwise, that is positive. That is positive. Okay. Now let us see the second condition of motion. Arm fixed. Again arm is fixed, so its velocity is 0. Gear 3 rotate through plus x revolution. This gear 3 rotate through plus x revolution. Then what will be speed of gear 2? Look at from here. Just to put the speed of gear 3 here. X. So x time T3 bata ke T2. So this will be x time this T3 divided by T2. Again same sign. Same sign. Now if the speed of gear 3 is plus x, then what will be the speed of gear 5? Can be calculated from here. So this is x time T3 divided by T5. So x time this T3 divided by T time, this with similar sign, with a similar sign. Let us see the condition of motion third. Arm free add plus y revolution to all. Now arm is free to move and add plus y revolution to all. Now I am adding plus y revolution to all. So 0 plus y is equal to what? X plus y is equal to x plus y. This y plus this. So I am writing in that way. So this y minus x into this T3 divided by T2. Look at what will be this one. So this y plus x into this T3 divided by T5. Okay, look at here. I am reading. This is somewhat difficult to read, but let us see that. So y, I am adding y. So y minus x T3 divided by T2. So y plus x T3 divided by T5. T5. Now let us see that what this is showing. Now I am reviewing this. Okay, let us see. So this is arm. So this is the speed of arm. that is N arm, and this is 4, so you can write directly N4. This is gear 3, so this is the speed of gear 3. This is gear 2, so this is the speed of gear 2. This is gear 5, so this is the speed of gear 5, N5. Okay, now you solve the problem. Let us see what is the condition of motion. So two condition of motion is given. N5 is equal to 0. This is the N5 is equal to 0. So N5 is y plus x into this T3 divided by T5 is equal to 0. Let us put the value of number of teeth. So this y plus x, T3 is 40. They are given in the problem, and T5 is 100. Say this is the equation number 1. Another condition of motion, N2 is equal to 60. N2 is equal to 60. So what is N2? Look at here. This y minus x into this T3 divided by T2 is equal to, that is N2, and N2 is equal to plus 60. This is plus 60. Let us put the value of number of teeth. So T3 is 40 and the number of teeth on gear 2 is 20. So this is equal to plus 60. So I am having the two equations for x and y. Solving this equation 1 and 2, you can get what is the value of x and y. So solving the equation 1 and 2, I am getting x is equal to minus 25 and y is equal to plus 10. X is equal to minus 25 and y is equal to plus 10. Now let us see what he is asking. He is asking what is the speed of R. He is asking what is the speed of R. Look at here. So this is R. What is the speed of R? This is y. So speed of R, that is your answer. Speed of arm is equal to plus y, and y is equal to what? Plus 10. Plus 10 RPM. This is plus 10 means what? Speed of arm is in counterclockwise direction. So 10 RPM counterclockwise. That is the answer. Also, they are not asking in the question, but if he is asking what is the speed of gear 3, what is the speed of gear 3 which is unknown, can be calculated. Let us see how speed of gear 3 can be calculated. So let us see, the speed of gear 3 is x plus y. So speed of gear 3, this N3 is equal to x plus y. Let us put the value. So x is equal to minus 25 plus y is equal to plus 10. So I am getting this minus 15 RPM. Minus 15 RPM. So speed of gear 3 is minus 15 RPM. Minus 15 RPM means what? Gear 3 is rotating with a speed of 15 RPM but in clockwise direction. Negative sign means what? Clockwise direction. Okay. Similarly, any condition of motion is given, you can solve the problem. Just they are changing the condition of motion, just notation and asking the question. So many questions they have asked on this idea, on this figure, or on this logic. Okay. Thank you very much.